There is a very specific type of discomfort that only a small group of people experience. The feeling of being physically present in a group, but never truly belonging to it. You can sit in a circle of people you've known for years and still feel like a quiet outsider. You can be surrounded by laughter and conversation, yet something inside you stays slightly detached, watching, observing, analyzing. And here's the important part. This is not social anxiety. This is not shyness. And it's not a flaw in your personality, ***. Social psychology reveals something far more interesting. People who consistently feel out of place in groups usually possess rare cognitive and emotional traits that set them apart, not beneath the crowd. Today, we're going to uncover the psychology behind this feeling. Because once you understand the truth, you'll realize you were never meant to blend in. You were meant to perceive what others can't. ## You don't feel out of place, you feel out of alignment. Most people feel at home in groups because they naturally adapt to the collective mindset. They merge into the atmosphere, follow the tone of the room, and adjust their personality to match the group dynamic. But your mind works differently. Instead of absorbing the environment, you evaluate it. Instead of matching the energy, you question it. Instead of jumping into conversations, you read them. This creates a subtle but powerful sense of disconnect, not because you're socially behind, but because your brain refuses to enter autopilot the way others do. And social psychology has a name for this. Meta-awareness. People with meta-awareness don't just participate in situations, they perceive themselves within the situation. They notice their own reactions, the group's reactions, the emotional current underneath every interaction. This makes you more conscious, but also more distant. ## You see social dynamics too clearly. Most people don't notice the unspoken rules inside a group. Who dominates? Who submits? Who is pretending? Who is uncomfortable? Who is performing? Who is hiding? But you do. You pick up on * tone shifts. * subtle tension. * fake enthusiasm. * emotional imbalance. * hidden motives. * group hierarchies. You're not overthinking. You're perceiving. Your brain is wired to process social information on a deeper level than average. And when you see the truth beneath the behavior, it becomes harder to relax into the surface-level flow of group interaction. People who belong easily do so because they don't see everything you see. Your clarity creates your distance. ## You can't participate in conversations that don't matter to you. Let's be honest. Most group conversations are repetitive, predictable, and emotionally shallow. People talk about *gossip, *trends, *complaints, *light jokes, *surface updates. And you can participate if you want to. But something in you stays quiet, untouched. Here's the psychological reason. Your brain requires meaning to activate engagement. While others talk to fill silence, you talk to exchange substance. While others enjoy noise, you crave resonance. While others connect quickly, you connect deeply, or not at all. This means you don't feel out of place because you're awkward. You feel out of place because what most people talk about doesn't reach the level where your mind lives. It's not discomfort. It's mismatch. ## You feel energetically drained by group settings. Even if you're socially skilled, there is a specific type of fatigue that hits people like you. The exhaustion of being surrounded by multiple emotional frequencies at once. Every person in the group radiates a micro-emotion. Insecurity. Tension. Excitement. Envy. Attraction. Boredom. Most people don't notice. But you absorb it. This is what social psychology calls high emotional permeability. Your brain registers emotional signals that others filter out. So while everyone else is simply hanging out, you are unconsciously processing 10 emotional landscapes at the same time. No wonder you're tired. It's not antisocial behavior, it's cognitive overload. And that exhaustion often gets misinterpreted as not fitting in, when in reality, you're simply operating at a depth the group cannot see. Hashtag you're hyper-aware of yourself, and it pulls you out of the moment. When you're in a group, you don't just experience the moment. You also observe how you're experiencing it. You think. Asterisk, am I contributing enough? Asterisk, do I seem distant? Asterisk, why do I feel disconnected? Asterisk, should I say something? Asterisk, do I belong here? This inward self-awareness divides your attention between the group and your internal world. But here's what social psychology knows. Self-awareness increases intelligence, but decreases group belonging. Why? Because people who belong effortlessly don't analyze themselves. They just be. Your mind does both, and the analyzing part pulls you out of the shared rhythm of the group. You're not socially failing. You're consciously aware, and awareness always creates a gap. Most people subconsciously adjust themselves to match the group they're in. They mirror the tone, mimic the mood, and soften or sharpen parts of their personality to fit the collective identity. But you don't do that. Why? Because your brain is wired for internal alignment, not external adaptation. If the group's values don't match your own, if the energy feels off, if the conversation lacks meaning, your mind doesn't shift itself to blend in. It simply steps back. This isn't rejection. It's integrity. Social psychology calls this self-concept stability, when your internal identity is too defined to be reshaped by the group around you. You aren't out of place. You're out of pattern. And patterns matter more than people realize. Hashtag you sense when you're not truly seen. There's something else. Groups often value performance over authenticity. And you feel this immediately. While some people are fine with surface acceptance, casual belonging, conditional attention, polite interest. You want genuine recognition. Not praise. Not validation. Just to be seen accurately. But most groups don't do that. They see roles, not people. So even if you're included, you can still feel invisible. Social psychology identifies this as social attunement, the ability to detect whether someone is connecting to you, or merely interacting with the idea of you. That sensitivity is a gift. But it also makes groups harder to tolerate. Because you feel the difference instantly. Hashtag you bond individually, not collectively. Here's one of the biggest truths. You don't thrive in groups. You thrive in one-on-one connections. Your relationships grow through long conversations. Emotional honesty. Shared depth. Psychological intimacy. Individual resonance. But groups dilute that intensity. There's too much noise, too many dynamics, too many emotional layers happening simultaneously. Your mind wants focus. Groups demand fragmentation. And that creates a mismatch. It's not that you can't connect. You just connect deeply, which is nearly impossible in groups where connection is spread thin across many people. You hold yourself to a standard others don't even think about. Here's something you rarely admit. You want to be authentic. You want to show up as your real self. You want to contribute something meaningful. But you don't want to. Talk just to talk. Force enthusiasm. Pretend you're interested. Follow empty social rituals. Dilute your personality for comfort. This makes you feel like you're failing socially. But the reality is this. You're refusing to betray yourself just to blend in. And that refusal is strength, not deficiency. Most people shape-shift without thinking. You stay true without compromise. This will never make you fit easily. But it will always make you real. Hashtag, and here's the truth you've never been told. You don't feel out of place because something is wrong with you. You feel out of place because you're more aware than most people, ***. Your awareness is what separates you. You see dynamics. You feel the energy. You notice what's not being said. You understand subtle emotional shifts. You sense authenticity instantly. You detect superficiality immediately. Most people don't. That's why they blend in. And that's why you don't. You are not socially broken. You are socially awake. You are not lacking connection. You are longing for real connection. You are not out of place. You are out of alignment with environments that don't match your depth, your values, or your inner rhythm. And that is not a flaw. That is wisdom. #glowing star. The reframe: you're not meant to fit in everywhere. You're meant to belong deeply somewhere, ***. Some people fit into every group because they give very little of themselves. You struggle to fit because you give too much truth to live superficially. Your place in the world is not in circles where you feel drained, unseen, or misaligned. Your place is with the individuals who recognize your depth, your clarity, your intuition, your sensitivity, and your honesty. People like you don't fit in easily. They don't blend. They don't disappear into the crowd. They stand slightly apart. Not because they're lesser. But because they're different. And the world needs people who are different. #gemstone. Final message. One day, you will walk into a space, or meet a person, and that lifelong feeling of, "I don't belong here," will soften. Not because you changed. But because you finally found a place that speaks your language. Until then, your sensitivity is not a burden. Your perception is not a flaw. Your depth is not an obstacle. Your solitude is not failure. You are simply tuned to a quieter frequency than the noise most people call connection. And there is nothing wrong with that. If this video helped you understand the real psychology behind why you feel out of place in groups, subscribe and join the community. The next video may reveal something about yourself you've always felt, but never had the words to explain.